What is going on YouTube world? Austin Zaback here with another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the process of an ATM transaction, okay? Essentially, how the ATM business actually works. But unlike every other YouTube video out there, I'm going to break down to you the actual nitty-gritty process, like what happens with the customer's bank, what happens with the ATM owner's bank. Maybe that is you, or maybe you're thinking about getting into the ATM business, or maybe you're just curious how the ATM business works because you thought that banks owned the ATM machines. And I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of people just like you and I that own ATM machines all around the world. So let's go ahead and jump right into how the ATM business actually works. You're gonna look at my computer screen here, and I made this cool little slideshow for you that I wanna kind of share with you, okay? So you're the ATM owner. Let's just assume for this video, okay, you went out, you bought an ATM. Typically you can buy an ATM for about $2,500, okay? So assume $2,500, you purchased an ATM. Now you own an ATM, that's you on the right-hand side. You went and you placed your ATM in a random location, okay? A random barbershop, a random nail salon, a random pool billiard, I don't know, random bar, okay, your local bar, whatever. You placed an ATM somewhere. It's your ATM, you own it, okay? Now a customer goes and requests $60 from your ATM, okay? So random customer walks up to the ATM, he requests $60, okay? Your ATM charges the customer's bank that $60 and the $3 service fee, or whatever the service fee is that you have set, okay? This is something, by the way, that you set, not the bank or anybody like that. Is your ATM, you're going to ultimately set the service fee or the surcharge fee, okay? Obviously, wherever you land, the location has to be cool with whatever surcharge fee you decide. So if you go land your machine at a barbershop and the barbershop is like, hey, like I don't want to charge my customers more than $3 or $4, then you wouldn't set your ATM for $20 probably, because that wouldn't make any sense, okay? So for this example, the ATM service fee or the surcharge fee is $3, okay? So the ATM charges the customer's bank for the $60 and the $3, okay? The customer's bank sends the $63 to the ATM owner's bank. That would be you in this scenario, okay? Because you're the ATM owner, okay? So the full $63 is now in your bank account. By the way, that typically happens on average within 24 hours, okay? So typically, if you have your own cash sitting in the bottom of that ATM and somebody withdraws it, okay, it comes out of their bank account immediately and it goes into your bank account within 24 hours. So you're only without the cash, okay, that was in the bottom of that ATM for about 24 hours. Because now that same cash that was in the bottom of your ATM, as you can tell, is now back into your bank account via direct deposit, okay? So very, very, very simple. A lot of people think that, you know, the money that is sitting in the bottom of the machine is like, you know, it's part of the investment. I don't really typically look at it that way, just because I'm not actually spending that money. I mean, whether that cash was sitting in my savings account or a Roth IRA or a 401k or whatever, maybe a mutual fund, an ETF, okay? It's all the same thing, right? It's the same thing as it sitting in the bottom of the ATM machine as well. So ATM owner now receives $63, which is what we talked about. Okay, ATM owner, you're gonna take that $60 and you're gonna use that to refill your ATM, okay? So you're probably not gonna do that every day. You're probably gonna go once a week, twice a week, something like that to actually refill your ATM. But ultimately, that is typically what you're gonna use the money for. That way, the machine stays full, people keep using it, and you keep making money. By the way, if you haven't already, okay, smash that like button. It really helps out for the YouTube algorithm, okay? And I love producing valuable content like this for you. And I produce content like this in multiple different areas: stock market, real estate, the ATM business, personal finance, okay, mindset, and just different things like that. So I would really appreciate it if you haven't already. Okay, so you're gonna take the $60, you're using that to fill the machine back up, and then ultimately the customer obviously received that $60 cash immediately, okay, right when it confirmed with the customer's bank that the $60 was available, obviously. And look, at the end of the day, you profit $3, okay? So every single time that happens, you profit $3, $4, whatever the number is, okay? So this is a phenomenal business for somebody looking to make passive income in 2020, okay? I really believe that. I got into the ATM business actually not thinking that I was gonna, end up where I'm at today. Pretty crazy, really, but I got into the business because I went to get my haircut. The barbershop did not have an ATM. I had to drive all the way to the bank. It was a total pain in the butt, and I ended up getting into the ATM business. I ended up going from one ATM to about 100 ATMs over the last year. And honestly, I was not trying to do that in any way, shape, or form. And to me, it is still a side hustle for me. It's still a passive income stream. I do not look at that as my full-time income on any level whatsoever. Okay, so that in a nutshell is the process of an ATM transaction. Look, your average ATM machine will do anywhere from probably 6 to 10 withdrawals a day. So do the math, okay? If you were doing 10 a day, you could make $30 a day with a single ATM machine. Okay, now obviously results are not typical, so don't place your ATM in a typical location, okay? It's very easy to place an ATM in a solid location. There's, I think, 500,000 or 600,000 new businesses opening up in the United States of America every single year. That is not including Canada and the United Kingdom and stuff like that. I hope this video helped out a ton, okay? If you've ever thought about getting into the ATM business, or if you just wanted to know how the ATM business worked, the banks do not own the ATMs necessarily, okay? There's about 500,000 privately owned ATMs just in the United States alone. I would imagine that number is higher because those are just people that reported it or whatever. So, there's a lot of room. The market is not saturated, and there's a ton of room for people like you and me to continue to place ATMs in very, very, very good locations. And I encourage you to go out and do just that. Thank you for watching the video. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, you smash that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.